Today we're checking out the top Disney World restaurants. I'll do a top 10. And if you're new to this channel, welcome to Grand American Travel Blog. Hope you enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get this video started. Starting with number 10, we'll do Cinderella's Royal Table. And I know what you're thinking. Number 10, that's a little low for one of the most popular restaurants in Disney World. But I will say that the food here is pretty good. The dessert is what really stands out here. But I will say it's really hard to get a reservation, and it's one of the more pricier options at Disney World. With that being said, if you have small children, this is absolutely worth it. If you're coming here once and never again, you should probably dine here. And that's probably why it's so busy, probably why it's so hard to get into. But if you're like me, a young adult with no children, you probably don't need to come here every time. Come here at least once, say hi to the princesses, enjoy the medieval decor, and enjoy a great dessert. But you probably don't need to go every time if you're like a frequent Disney person like I am. But it's a pretty cool place, so you don't want to miss it out for that first visit, and I do like it here. But there's just so many great options, so it's going to start off at number 10. Next up at number 9 is Biergarten in Magic Kingdom. Here's the great thing about Biergarten is they have intricate dining with cool, exquisite decorations. That's a lot to say. But they have 3 dining rooms. The one is the main dining room is the ballroom, which I really like. They have the west wing, and they also have this enchanted garden type of room. So it's pretty cool, I'd say. But they have great French food here, and they also have a filet mignon. I'd say over the last few years, the menu's becoming more intricate as they're moving away from their COVID-era policies of dining. But I will say, though, that this restaurant's kind of hard to get into, and it's on the more expensive end. On the bright side, you do get to meet the Beast, which is kind of a rare experience in Disney World. You don't really see him too much. And they have a pretty good dessert and a great French onion soup here, but it's hard to get into, so that's why it's going to get number 9 as opposed to number 3 or 2 or 1 or somewhere in the top. But it's a pretty good restaurant. If you're a fan of the film, you definitely want to check this one out on your next visit to Disney World. At number 8 is Angel Inn Restaurante in Epcot, Mexico. This is a pretty cool place if you like some Mexican food. It's also right next to the ride. If you've ever been on the boat ride in Epcot, Mexico and gone past a restaurant, this is a place you're going by. And I'll say it's pretty romantic looking in there because they have this dim lighting and cool tables by the water. And by the way, great food here. I really like the Pollo a las Rajas. I've been getting that one for years, almost every time I come here. And pretty good food. I will say the chips and salsa are pretty good, and they're free, which is pretty cool. You don't get a lot of free things at most places, so that helps. We've got a good flan here, good dessert, and always great service. I've had extremely good service here every time I've visited, and I would say I really like it. It's kind of a shocker to put this one at 8 because most people don't even think of this one. It's not hard to get a reservation for, and it's also not extremely expensive for Disney World prices. So it's a pretty good value, and at number 8, it's surprising, but if you've been here, you know what's up. It's a pretty good restaurant. And as a bonus, you can hop on the ride immediately after you're done dining and see your table. At number 7, head over to Animal Kingdom Lodge and go to Boma. Boma is a really good restaurant. You probably haven't even heard of it. It's that good that it's underrated, flies under the radar, and it's really easy to get a reservation for. When you head over there, make sure to walk around the resort. It's beautiful. They have giraffes and zebras and all sorts of cool animals that you can see outside. And then head on through that lobby and go to the basement floor and check out Boma. They've got really good food. It's African inspired. They have some American dishes for picky eaters as well. And I'll say that they have a really good sides here, especially some different African rices. And this dessert was really good. The zebra dome cakes were especially tasty. So if you like to experience some different dishes that you might not have thought about eating, this is definitely the place for you. And I'll say if you're kind of a picky eater, they have a lot of things here that you'd like. Lots of different meats that you'd find at a lot of other places, but just with a little bit of different spices on there. So it's a good place. Definitely check it out. Don't be afraid of trying something new because it's going to be worth it here. And also, it's pretty affordable compared to a lot of buffets at Disney World. You can get a lot of food and a lot of bang for your buck. Number 6 is Coral Reef in Epcot, another place that's underrated and not too hard to get a dining reservation for. I don't really know why, because they have really good seafood here, and it's immersive. What I mean by that is you're sitting right up against the aquarium. You can see the turtles and the sharks and the little fishies swim by, and also on your plate, you can eat some fishies. It kind of makes those fish upset, but whatever. Good food. Who cares? I like the mahi mahi here. That's pretty tasty. They've had a seafood boil sometimes over the years since I've been dining here, and they also have a lot of good desserts. They've changed a lot over the years, but the menu is always really good. You can always expect some good seafood and a really good service and a fantastic view. And also, you can expect to find a dining reservation here quite easily. You can't say that at most places in Disney World, so that definitely helps. If you're a first timer and you don't really plan ahead, that's a good place to go to. And if you like turtles, check out the turtles here. When you're done with this, you can hop on the ride with Nemo and friends, or you can watch the different fishies swim by. But definitely a good place to check out on your next visit to Disney World. At number 5 is Ohana at the Polynesian. You knew it was coming soon. This is one of Disney's most popular restaurants. They've got a breakfast and a dinner here. Whoa. But the breakfast is completely different from the dinner. Where you have characters, you get Mickey and Lilo and Stitch and Pluto, all in their Hawaiian attire with their leis and their fun shirts. And if you come here for dinner, you don't get to see characters, but I promise you that the dinner is worth it. Even if you don't have characters, we've got really cool smoothies and milkshakes here with fun decor on there with flowers, stitch ears, all sorts of things. Here's a nice picture of this breakfast skillet. I really like the ham with the pineapple on there. They had good bread that came with it. I will say though, it's kind of busy in here. It's hard to get a reservation for it. They pack these tables tight because it's such a popular place. I don't blame them for that. But this dinner skillet, man, is so good. Those Ohana noodles, those chicken wings, that chicken that fresh off the grill is so good. And man, these peel and eat shrimp, they're so succulent and juicy, and they're just delicious. And I just want to eat them right now looking at these pictures. And they're also a really nice staff here. I came here on my honeymoon, and they gave me these little macaroons and said congratulations. That was super nice. Here's a nice picture of me with the characters and my wife Alexis, and definitely a place you want to check out on your next vacation. At number 4 is the Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. This one's a little bit busy and harder to get, but it's pretty good. They have really good dining here. It's a buffet, and it's changed a lot over the years, but it's always some sort of American food. They got Walt's chili in there usually, and they also have some good decor with Winnie the Pooh and the topiary, especially during Christmas time. Super fun to see them. But here's a picture of my plate, and it's changed over the years, but it's always improving. I think every time I come here, it's better. They got more dessert options, and also if you've got kids, they got amazing kids table. Some really good mac and cheese and chicken nuggets and corn dogs, and it's super fun to see all the different characters. They've got Eeyore and Piglet and Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. If you like to have fun with them, just bounce up and down with Tigger. That's super fun. I'm an adult, but I really like having fun here like I'm a kid still, and you want to check this place out. Kids or not, it's super fun. Really good food. It's definitely worth the reservation for, so check it out. Number 3 is the Biergarten in Epcot. This place is super good. They've got yummy German food. If you like German food, man, this is one of the best places you can go to in the world. I've been to Germany a few times, and I'd say this is pretty authentic. It's on par with anything good you'd eat in Germany, and it's some sort of Oktoberfest type of celebration with a live band. They play all sorts of things. They've got bells. They've got those really long horns that you'll see in the Ricola commercials. They've got a trumpet. They've got a tuba. They're having a good time. They're singing and dancing. It's fun for the whole family, fun for single adults, fun for really any age demographic. My favorite thing to do here is to eat the schnitzel and the spätzle. They're both fantastic options. They have a pretty good salmon here, I'd say, too. But really good food. If you like German food, check it out. And if you like live music, give it a listen. And here's the band. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And the apple strudel here is so delicious. You want to check it out on your next trip to Epcot. And the runner-up is the Tusker House in Animal Kingdom. This place is pretty busy most of the time, but it's a huge restaurant, so it doesn't really feel like it. They've got African food for breakfast and dinner, and they also have a lot of American classics too. But I have been going here for a very long time, and every time I come here, I'm just wowed by something new. I really, really enjoy coming here. They've got great character interactions here with Mickey and his safari gear. They also have Daisy and Goofy and Donald. They all come out in their safari gear, and they're having so much fun dancing around the restaurant, walking around, going up to your tables. And man, here is the food. It is so delicious. I really like the starters here, and they've got all sorts of good dips, different pita breads. They also have some Indian inspired food, so if you're into that, you'll like this place. It's really good. And you gotta have that pog juice. It's so tasty. Here's my plate. The piri shrimp are usually good with the green curry sauce. Oh man, it's so delicious. I'm getting so hungry just looking at this thing. Man, look at Goofy. He's having fun. He's acting out his favorite safari animals. And I love Goofy. Every time I see Goofy, I just get happy when I'm at this restaurant because he's just having so much fun in his natural environment, just being a Goofy. It seems like every time I'm here, I notice there's something different on the menu, and that's just super exciting. As someone who goes to Disney a good amount of times over the years, it's just super cool to have something new, something different, and they're always making this place better. Different restaurants, Disney World stay the same. Some of them change over the years, and this one, it just keeps evolving, keeps getting better. I love the desserts here. I love the bread pudding. I love these cookies. I just really like coming here. It's super fun. Great place to check out on your next visit to Disney World. And number 1 is Narcoosee's. Hooray! This place is so good. It's at the Grand Floridian. When you come here in the evening. Walk around the resort for a little bit. Check out the great views through the Seven Seas Lagoon. Walk around in the lobby. It's just so amazing and elegant. It's a great space to just lounge around in. And if you're staying here, man, do you have some great dining opportunities, and none of them are better than Narcoosee's. Come here right around fireworks time. If you time it up perfectly, they cue up the music. They also have the electrical water pageant that goes by. I'll show you guys this. It's super cute. I just really like coming here for all the views, and man, beyond the views, great food. It's super innovative food, I would say. Lots of seafood. They're definitely like Florida themed, which is fitting for the Grand Floridian. And I will say that I really liked their charcuterie board the one I was there last time, and I also really liked the dessert that they had there. It's on the pricier end, but I will say this is definitely an elegant date night experience. You probably don't want to come here with kids. You probably want to come here with your spouse or significant other. But man, it is so delicious. It's definitely worth the price tag. They also have a lot of non-alcoholic drinks, which I like a lot because I don't really like alcohol too much. That's kind of a hot take. But if you've got a good non-alcoholic spirit, I'll definitely drink that. They've got a lot of options here. And here is that charcuterie board I was telling you guys about earlier. Super tasty, like lobster sausage, which was kind of weird, like thinking about it, but super tasty. I really like the creative vision that the chef has here. And they recently redid the interior, and I think that it looks spectacular in there. Nice chandelier right there. This was my dinner. It was so tasty. Everything was perfectly done. The atmosphere was great. The service was super nice. Had this waiter from Germany who was a super cool guy. And check out this dessert. It's pineapple. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, it was so delicious. I really, really enjoyed my time here. You gotta check this place out. It's kind of hard to get a reservation for it, but certainly worth it. You gotta check it out on your next trip to Disney World. Well, if you made it this far, this is the end. So thanks for joining me in this ride through all 10 of my favorite Disney restaurants. I hope that you enjoyed this video and this helps your planning. Remember to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. I really appreciate you guys for watching this, and I hope that you're having a great day. Bye-bye.